Hello, welcome to Java Programming Tutorials, Chapter 19, Part 1, Inheritance in Java, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. So in this session, we are going to learn about the OOPS concept, that is inheritance in Java. So inheritance, it is one of the key concepts in object-oriented programming languages. So what is inheritance? Inheritance in Java is a process or a mechanism in which one class can reuse the methods and fields of other class. So to understand inheritance, what we do is we'll jump into Eclipse and I'll show you a demo of it. So now what I'll do is I'll jump into Eclipse, and here I have a folder called inheritance, and I have a class called demo.java, and this is a main method. So to this package, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the other class. Okay, the class is part-time employee. Okay, then I'll click finish. Okay, and I have added a class called part-time employee. So let me initialize the fields. Okay, fields and the methods to this class. Okay, and now I've done this, and let me take a method which prints the salary of the part-time employee. Void it's part-time salary. So I'll use system dot out dot print ln method. So I'll tell like the salary of part-time employee is 10,000. So this is what about the part-time employee class. It consists of two fields, ID and name, and one method, that is part-time salary method. And now what I'll do is I'll add another class to the same package, and I'll name the class as contract employee. So I'll click finish, and this contract employee will also have the fields public int ID, and it also has the field name. Okay, then it also can have a method. So let me copy the method just to save the time from the part-time to year. So I'll change it to contract salary, and it will be only 1,000. Okay, now you can observe very clearly here. So I have a part-time employee and a contract employee. So what I'll do is first in the main method, I'll just call this part-time employee object. I'll create a part-time employee object, and I'll assign the fields values. So part-time employee PE is equal to new part-time employee. So now this PE object will be having the capacity to access ID. So I'll assign the ID as 101, and also I can access the name. So it's Sam, and now I can call the method 2, that is part-time salary method. And apart from that, I can print the ID and name as well. Print ln. So what I can do is I can call like p.id p.name. So now what I'll do is I'll run this program. So it's going to print the salary, that is 10,000, and also it's printing the ID as well as name. So this is for part-time employee. Similarly, I can do it for contract employee. So let me copy the class name such that I can create the object of that class very easily. Okay, it is CE is equal to new contract employee. So CE dot ID, it is 102, and it's CE dot name. So the name, it can be Ram. Okay, then I can call that contract salary method. Okay, and I'll just copy this just to save the time, and it is ce.id, and here too it's ce.id. So now what I'll do is I'll just So now when I run this program, you can observe here, it's a part-time employee, the salary is 10,000, ID is 101 and the name is Sam. And this is contract employee, salary is 1000, ID is 102 and the name is Ram. So what our agenda in this session is, we are learning about the inheritance. So inheritance in Java, it's a mechanism in which one class can reuse the methods and fields of other class. So what do you mean by this? So let me jump to Eclipse and let me analyze the thing, whatever the code I've written here, and let me explain you. So in the part-time employee as well as in the contract employee, you can observe the fields are common, that is ID and name. And here too, ID and name. The only thing that is varying in both the classes are the salary, the part-time salary and the contract salary. So at that point of time, what I can do is, okay, I can remove the code, okay, which is common between two classes, and I can make that code to be written in one class. So let me show you how to do that. So to the default package, again, I'm going to add a class called just employee. So next I'll click finish. So to this employee, contract employee, so what I need to do is, okay, I'll just remove the things present here, and also I'm going to remove the things present here. So I'll keep that code in this employee class. Okay, so I hope what I've done here, I hope you understood. So what I'm trying to do here is, I'm just trying to remove the common code which is present in these two classes, part-time employee and contract employee, and I'm keeping that ID and name in this class employee. So employee is the base class, and under employee we get part-time as well as contract. So what I need to do is, I need to make use of a concept, oops concept called inheritance. So what I do is, I'll inherit this class employee to these two classes, part-time and full-time employee, such that part-time and contract employee, such that they can get these fields ID and name. So how to do inheritance in Java? It's very simple. You have to tell like, okay, extends, okay, what is the class name? It is employee, okay, it is employee. So when I do that, okay, when I do that, and again here also have to inherit that base class extends. Okay, and now when I go back to my main method, you can observe here, right now when I run the application, I'm getting the same output. So what did we understood from this is, if you feel like, okay, there is a common code between two classes, at that point of time what you can do is, you have to remove that code and you have to place that code in one class, and you have to inherit that class to these two classes, such that we achieve the concept of code reusability, in the sense we are defining this ID and name at one place and we are reusing it in two other classes, they are part-time employee and contract employee, such that we can avoid the code duplication and we'll reuse the code again and again. Okay, and this is what the concept of inheritance is. Okay, and I showed you that with a simple demo. I hope you understood this. So let me jump back to presentation. And inheritance in Java represents a parent-child relationship. It's also known as is-a relationship. So what do you mean by this? Here employee is a parent class, and part-time employee and contract employee classes, they are the child classes. So parent class is inherited to child class, such that they can access these fields present here. Okay, and now let me jump back to presentation again. So this is the syntax like what we followed there, like how to do inheritance. Suppose this is the class. Okay, to this class, if you want to inherit a parent class, so you have to call the extends keyword, then you have to call the parent class name. Okay, and extends keyword indicate that you are inheriting a parent class to a child class. So just forget this part. Okay, and you have a class, child class. To this child class, if you want to inherit the parent class, then you have to use this extends keyword. So I hope you understood like what is inheritance, and we understood that very clearly with a simple demo of employee. Okay, so finally, thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. Can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. Can also follow us on Twitter. For further reference, refer website. We are on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.